So one day Jesus has a man come up to him. He's a lawyer. And he asked Jesus the pertinent question, what must I do to inherit eternal life? Jesus asked him, well, what does it say in the law? The guy's a lawyer, he knows the Old Testament law. He says, well, love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And then he says, and the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus says, good, yeah. But the man says, not enough. He says he wishes to justify himself. And he asked Jesus the question, who is my neighbor? How many know that's a loaded question? And Jesus is going to tell him. You want to know who your neighbor is? Yeah, I'd like to know who I'm supposed to love. Okay, I'll tell you. And then Jesus takes him on this adventure, this story. He says, oh man, he's traveling to Jericho. Now, I have been at the beginnings of the Jericho road that this man would have traveled. It's about 33 miles as you descend from Jerusalem, because Jerusalem sits at 4,000 foot elevation. He says, as the man walks to Jericho, he says he gets jumped. And they beat that man to the inch of his life. They strip him of his clothing. They steal his goods, and they leave him there to die. Then a Levite and a priest, both religious, church-going people, they come along one at a time. It says that they saw the man dying naked in the road, and then they stepped to the other side and kept on walking. The Samaritan comes up, and he sees the man on the road. He comes upon him, and he pauses his life. And what does he do? He's going to help the man. If the tables were reversed, more than likely this Jewish man would not help the Samaritan. He'd walk on. He'd say, forget that guy, we hate these people. But the Samaritan, not a church person, he says, I'm going to help this guy. I'm going to do something for this guy. And he does. Because the guy's dying, he can't help himself. Takes him to the place to heal. It's called the inn. Do you not find it fascinating that Jesus would use the word inn in that story? Because his mom and dad were deprived any place in the inn when he was needing to be born. Isn't that interesting?